Good morning, or good day. Hello, cycling friends. It's been a long time since I posted any videos, but here you go. It's Sunday morning, about 8 a.m., 10 after 8, somewhere in that neighborhood. And we are just heading off on a multi-use, multi-surface, about 40-mile ride today. Tarmac, single track, gravel, double track, all kinds of craziness. But yeah, we're just getting started, and I will be updating along the way. So welcome back, and let's see where the day takes us. All right, so we are stopping to take a little break. We're about 14 miles in. 14 miles and about an hour and 14 minutes travel time. It's almost 9:30 a.m. It's a gorgeous day. Absolutely beautiful. Perfect conditions. I just got these Reserve Fillmore valves, and I'll show you them in a second here. There it is right there. So I recommend anybody with a tubeless setup buy the Reserve Fillmore valves. They're a little expensive, $50 a pair, but in my experience so far, they're unbeatable. I've had quite the experience with tubeless setup. So far, it hasn't been the greatest experience. I had muck-off valves, and don't waste your money on the muck-off valves because they're basically just regular valves. They're Presta valves. The muck-off sealant, I think, is pretty good because it's pretty sticky and it's pretty chunky, but you can still put it into the tire through the valve. I tried the Silca because people are like, oh, the Silca's the best. I wouldn't recommend the Silca. The Silca, they put like ground up carbon. I guess they take like carbon that was going to be recycled or whatever, and they grind it up and they put it. You cannot put that stuff through the valve. You have to do the whole, pour it into the tire trick, which unless your tire pops on super easy with your fingers, then don't even bother, because it's not worth it. I've got the Stans in there right now. The Stans is very, very watery, and I actually had a puncture like a couple weeks ago, and it didn't seal it, and it wasn't a very big puncture. I just don't feel like switching out my sealant right now. So I hope if I get another puncture, I also have the Stans, the little dart tool. So I'm kind of hoping that, if I do get a puncture, I can fix it or it seals or whatever. I think I'm gonna try the orange seal, because it seems like in a lot of tests, it fares pretty well. So we're gonna try that. But yeah, the Reserve Fillmore valves, they're expensive, but they are absolutely worth it. Just don't even bother. Don't even bother trying. You're gonna just waste your money buying different valves, even if they're cheap, whatever. It's not worth it. It's not worth the time and the frustration that you're gonna deal with regular shitty valves. Reserve Fillmore valves, worth every penny. And we're headed off towards French Creek State Park. We're not going in the park. We're going to be right next to it, basically. And we're headed to the state game lands. Going to do a little loop and then start heading back. We're going to be hitting some single track. And yeah, it's going to be good shit. Whew. That's what you call super chunk. It's not gravel. It's super chunk. Whew. Crazy. So we are a little over 22 miles in. It is 11:15 a.m. obviously, and we are in the state game lands, Pennsylvania state game lands. I'm not sure which game lands it is, but there is nobody out here. Nobody, which is what I like. I like it this way. We just had a little drinky and a granola bar, and what else? We had some Sour Patch gummy watermelons or something. Anyway, get some energy for the ride home. Anyway, yeah, this is some wild shit. There ain't nothing out here. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing except bugs, mosquitoes. I really should start wearing a little bit of repellent. Just a little spritz, to kind of keep things maybe a little bit at bay. Anyway, that's it. That's the update. And we're going to be hopping back on the bike and getting the hell out of here. Peace. There's one thing I forgot to mention real quick while I'm still here at the Game Lands. And being in this location is exactly what made me think of this. I really need to get myself one of those Garmin InReach satellite emergency devices. At 53 years old, it's kind of a bummer when you get older and you realize that you could die at any moment. I'm 53, like I said, and you hear about people my age all the time just dropping dead, sudden heart attack, whatever. But yeah, when I was in my 20s, I would have never imagined, I would have never even worried about a situation like this, being out here all by myself. But yeah, I think I need to get one of those Garmin InReach. Although if I was to have a massive heart attack right now, they would never get here in time. I would be dead. But push the button and hope you make it, I guess.